Hey, everybody.
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin?
All right. Last week's episode, spoiler, they did some more terrible things.
Yeah, you keep waiting for when do we start the turnaround to where I'm really on their side?
Not yet.
Right. I mean, the guy walked in. I guess that absolves him of guilt in their minds.
They do what's necessary.
Yeah, they killed a guy who ran a lab making insects. That's it.
By the way, somebody did point out that it's not true. The insects thing.
Sure.
Wasn't this era?
Right.
I think it was the 60s, someone
Okay.
said, where we were implicated in doing some stuff like that, but it was never proven.
Gotcha.
And it's happened a couple times, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the big thing obviously is, we know it doesn't
Work.
become a thing, right? Yeah,
Sure.
It's never there's no biological weapon that gets released on the Soviet Union of any kind, including insects, which is good.
Good, yeah,
right.
It'd be a tough beat, though.
It really would.
But yeah, it's in the moment without the information. That's what it is. They're doing this blind. They
Sure.
don't really know. It's all suspicion and hunches, and so they have to investigate, which is kind of cool that you have them in this detective role, I guess.
Sure.
But the casualties make it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I have to get to a point again where I'm kind of on Philip and Elizabeth's side.
Yeah.
I wasn't at all last season because of the whole we're going to get this deadly disease back to the Soviet Union and innocent people are going to die.
Crazy.
And there are good people on both sides trying to stop it, yet they still overcome and make it happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want it to happen.
I don't want it to happen.
So
the only thing that was good job was getting Martha out.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm hoping as we're into this last story arc for the show, because everyone's told us 5, 6 kind of go together, that there's some massive redemption moment for Philip and Elizabeth. Because right now I'm almost of screw it, man, catch them. Not quite.
Maybe that's how it ends.
Obviously, they're very likable. Obviously, there are protagonists. But I mean, I spent a long time hoping Walter White got caught, and taken down.
Yeah.
So
maybe their fates aren't too dissimilar.
You're right. I'm hoping that they give me a reason to be on board with them again, and I think they will. I don't think the show ends with them being our ultimate villains.
Yeah.
I don't. We'll see. I'm going to jump into it here. I do want to go and thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us. And give a special shout out to Actuarial Lurker, Paulus Foldes, Chris, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Surya Gundavarapu, Weird Magic, Torgir Lingstad, and Emily. Thank you so much, guys. I'm very happy you're here with us.
I am too. If you're watching us the first time on YouTube, welcome to our channel. If you might hit the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
If you would like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else that we've watched or are currently watching, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. On every show, including The Americans, we're at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube. So if you get done watching the YouTube edits and would like to continue, you can do it on our Patreon page. You will have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You'll only seen here us for copyright purposes.
Yeah.
We're also watching 30 Rock as a Patreon exclusive.
She's AgriCorp's vice president of production and distribution. They're both in Topeka, and they're both single.
So they're headed to Kansas.
Yeah, they're both going to go hit on somebody.
Going back and forth to Topeka every week is just...
Well, maybe you don't go at the same time, but you...
With the Morozovs and Pastor Tim and Paige.
They're spread pretty thin, yeah.
Is there something else bothering you that we should talk about?
We just have a lot on our plates.
Paige is taking a lot of time right now, more than usual.
Of course, I understand that.
DC to Kansas and back all the time is a lot to add.
We understand how important this is.
Good. Then I know you'll work it out.
My God.
That's that.
They're running a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah. Think we're gonna get fired?
It's not funny.
They're already maintaining 2 households.
Yeah. It's amazing the things they ask them to do. It's really? What else are we supposed to do this week?
Right.
Did you talk to Henry?
Not yet. It's in the bathroom.
It's tall.
He's grown up a lot.
There are no Apple Jacks left.
So go to the store and buy some Apple Jacks.
But there was some.
Yeah, sorry.
You don't put enough jam on this.
Henry,
What?
I would have finished that.
And take it out of the trash and finish it.
Oh, attitude. More on their plate.
Yeah, let's get more things to deal with.
Here you are, sir.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Remember this?
Yeah. Well, I think they're going back to the grocery store lady to interrogate her with a professional.
Are you a local?
Yep.
Okay, what? One.
She does not want to be hit on.
Logistics, storage, materials handling, identifying and fixing inefficiencies.
Sounds like they can't do anything without you.
They can't.
He's good at this.
Yeah, he is. She opened right up, didn't you?
I'm Gus Alexander.
Oh, Deirdre Kemp.
She's going to be a tough nut to crack.
Yeah.
He's got this. He's trained.
She told me all that already.
They'll be engaged in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
У меня неприятности, мам.
Oh, I was like, what? I thought I was talking about the Soviets, yeah.
Я начал ему кое-что рассказывать.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is that.
Wow.
Oh, this poor woman.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his journey's going to take a while, too, it looks like.
Yeah, this isn't an easy process.
He's got to go from here to Austria, I think?
Yeah, yeah.
А это кто? Друг.
We have to put a lot of trust in a lot of people
Yeah.
to make this whole process happen.
Like, okay.
Actually, if he pulls it off, it's impressive. Just being a random dude going from Moscow to the United States during the Cold War.
Yeah, man. I'm sure it happened.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
How'd it go?
She has a real passion for logistics.
Yeah.
Is it promising?
No.
I don't die of boredom first.
That bad?
What a weird thing to have in your marriage, isn't it?
Nothing but what they do is
Nothing conventional at all, no.
smart, you know?
Yeah, but how do you get through here without him bribing him or killing him?
Yeah. I wonder if that's what the guy in the back's for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smart.
That is smart, so he gets himself searched.
So he seems like the suspicious one. That's good.
Right, yeah. That was clever.
Yeah. How many times does that work? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not always a soccer game on. Or football, sorry.
You got two. It would cost a lot of money to do this. Those guys, that was
Put
risky.
yourself on the line.
Yeah.
О детях кто будет заботиться, если вы сядете?
I would not enjoy this job.
No.
Just busting people like this. That might not be guilty of anything.
What you do, start an avalanche? It's like a natural sweet chocolate type thingy.
Is that the official term?
Well, in Latin, it's called fingus.
Dingus.
Try one.
No, I haven't paid.
That's on the ground.
Have you never been in a health food store before?
I mean, you're not going to buy the ones off the floor anyway, are you?
Yeah, probably not.
That actually is good.
Right?
He's a lot easier than the other
He
lady.
is, yeah. Pretty girl in need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, lucky for you, you just ran into the Carib gore-beating hiking expert of Topeka.
Wow.
Yeah, Ben Stobert.
I thought Kansas was famously flat.
Eastern Kansas is actually pretty hilly.
Hilly?
Western Kansas is disgustingly flat.
Yeah.
The drive from Kansas City to Denver is comatose.
Yeah. Scenic route.
Yeah.
I make some in my basement.
Here?
Tastes like piss. I don't know what I do wrong.
I'm small, but there was a guy there letting me work for him, and he taught me how to fly props.
As a kid?
Yeah, I got my license when I was 16.
Wow. Well, that's fake, but you know.
Yeah.
Teenagers are tough.
Evgeny is not a teenager. If I did not love my job, I would shoot my brains out.
Oh my God.
And in Soviet Union, we have same great land, same great climate, but system is broke.
I was wondering about the climate as far as agriculture there.
Yeah. Very hard to grow, probably. Very cold.
He's saying it's the same. It's
Oh,
just
the same?
it's bureaucracy, yeah.
Oh, got it. I guess it's kind of a stereotype then.
Yeah.
Russia's cold.
There are parts of it are, because it's massive.
Sure.
How was your guy?
Hmm.
Putting in her hands.
Yeah.
I don't know. Full of himself.
Sure.
We're going hiking this weekend.
This would be weird.
Yeah. I get that they don't keep secrets from each other, which I think is cool,
Smart.
but it still would ick me out.
Yeah. How's your girl? Oh, tough nuts to crack.
Yeah.
Now I play in my company's intramural league.
She won't let me go to the games.
He gets too excited.
Oh, it's exciting.
You do.
That's really sweet, actually.
Found some really good stuff too. Broken TVs, radios, hair dryers.
That's
Yeah, right.
Сын в Афганистане.
Yeah, these people are dirty. I know what to exploit.
So gross, man.
It's a gross job.
По-другому это как?
В Афганистане и так не сладко, и здесь семьям тоже.
Yeah, he's too much of a good guy for this job.
Разрешите, а мы поработаем над материалом, разработаем стратегию, тактику.
So this guy's just talked him down.
Yeah.
That's heading in a bad direction.
I don't know why that shot was satisfying, but it was.
It was, wasn't it?
Still gave him everything we offered. He ended up with a boatload of cash.
Well, that's nice. They still paid up.
His family is still together. He and his wife are U.S. citizens with new names and a split level in Tucson.
Nice.
I think his son's a lawyer.
Wow.
Now that worked out for that guy.
Yeah.
She'll wake around 9, give her a bottle, change her, and then she'll go back to sleep.
If she doesn't,
Panic.
The things I deal with families, I'm not saying it's the same as yours.
no one's is the same as mine.
You'd be surprised how many people feel that way.
Do you think this guy's alive at the end of season 6?
At this point, I don't know. because
Right. I would have
we-
thought
we
no
call
by
this
now. Yeah, we've been wrong on this so many
Season 3,
times.
we were like, he's done. Or 4, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, I know all about a big presentation. How about this? I'll call you when I get in, and I'll just hope for the best.
He's right for being reluctant, that's for sure.
Tough nut to crack. Yeah, she's not into romance. She's snipping for something. She can work for the tape.
I bet you. I didn't even think about that. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think of anything else you'd be looking for, but that's got to be it, right? I feel like a lot of what she's doing is just unnecessary.
Yeah. I don't think that
There's no point.
A threat at this point.
No, I don't think her parents would want her doing this. Like, there's nothing to really gain.
Yeah. If it happened, everything awful happens to him.
Yeah, for sure. They're all gonna die. I hope she's paying really good attention to the time.
Yeah. Where everything was.
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember 3 years ago when that KGB officer was killed? Vladimir Kosygin?
The one he shot?
He was kidnapped by a group of
yep.
FBI agents and then shot in cold blood.
That was the guy that did it.
Yeah.
But if the CIA uses the tape I made to blackmail Burov, I will go public and confess.
Wow.
The U.S. government killing innocent people splashed across the world's newspapers.
This is a bold step.
Yeah. Careful, Stan.
I'm guessing you'll keep quiet like the rest of us. And you will find a way to make sure the CIA leaves Oleg Burov alone.
I mean, it's too late,
They can always back off of him, though.
I guess.
He hasn't done anything yet.
He told his mom. But yeah, still, I mean, they could back off, I guess.
Hi. How was school?
Fine.
I guess she got away with her snooping.
There you go.
Hey, don't fill up. I'm making lasagna.
Yeah.
Henry is with Doug.
Doug. I haven't heard that name in a while.
I know. Suspicious, right?
Well, I know he talks to a girl named Kira,
Kira.
but I've also heard Wendy.
Wow.
Oh,
That is-
Henry. Yeah. He gets her from his dad.
Yeah.
A scientist. Someone who knows a lot about this stuff.
So he doesn't know who you really are.
No.
So who do you say you are?
I'm single woman from out of town.
Brenda Neal?
What's so funny about that name?
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. She's allowed to think it's weird.
I would be scared of someone finding out.
I guess a lot of it's just, confidence.
Sure.
Paige.
I just thought that if I could find that lawyer's name
No.
with the tape.
No, I know. It's too dangerous.
Back off.
If they sense anything from you, Alice wouldn't come to us next time. She would go straight to the FBI.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But I was there, not you.
A little pushback.
Yeah. I don't know if she'd be like, I'm so proud of you, or I'm so
Right.
angry at you.
Жен брали, а мужей не трогали. 5 лет я там провела.
Good God.
That's nuts.
Я жива.
To punish
Понимаешь?
her husband, though?
Другим повезло меньше моего.
Question.
A little disillusionment with my home country I would be feeling.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
So I made it to the States.
Wow. That was quick.
Yeah.
Now, see, how is he going to fit into all this?
Right. So he's in New York.
I told her it was crazy and dangerous, and she could never do it again.
So, okay.
I have to sit there with him while he makes his jokes. The guy is laughing while he's trying to starve an entire country.
I guess that's what he's trying to do. I mean, maybe he is.
Yeah. A lot of back and forth this episode, you know?
For sure.
And I think that was interesting, though. The fact that this was more of like them meditating on this like whole idea of we are spread thin.
Right.
And we see them cutting back and forth between dinner with Pasha's parents, whose names escape me.
Right.
You know,
and then Stan,
and then
Kansas, and they're just everywhere.
It's a lot.
It is a lot, yeah.
Even to the point where Paige is like, you guys are not a lot, you know?
Do you guys live here anymore?
No kidding. Obviously, being travel agents is a good cover for that,
sure.
Right? But the interesting thing is the absence in the kid's life, right? We saw Henry and Paige. And I like that Elizabeth's like, well, it's interesting. Maybe we can use Paige after all.
Right.
We can't be everywhere all the time. We have Paige. Maybe we can, you know?
Maybe Pastor Tim being a threat isn't done.
They've just teased it so much.
Right, yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it can blow up at any point, though.
For sure. I like that it's in the background, too, because we know that the show's not a stranger to killing anybody.
Right.
So anybody can go anytime.
Yeah.
And
I'm kind of wondering what Oleg's, his mom with the whole, like, do whatever you need to survive, what he's actually going to do.
What is that?
Does that mean that Stan's in danger now? It's possible, but I don't think even if it was possible for Oleg to get to Stan, I don't know if that would end the threat. I don't know. I think probably what she meant was Rat,
Sure.
and which he may do. Even though Stan went out on a limb to help him there, to put an end to it, he doesn't know that.
Does not know that. That's the frustrating thing, right? It's like, he's trying to help you. He's on your side still.
And that's the weird...
How is he supposed to know?
And that's the weird thing, too, is Stan is like, leave him alone or I'm going to do this. Well, how are you going to know if they leave him alone? He's in Moscow. He's in Moscow, and so is the CIA. How are you, an FBI agent in D.C., going to know? They can tell you, fine, we dropped it, but they don't have to.
It's kind of like when Nina was kidnapped, right? Oleg's like, you got to do this. Do this for me. And he's like, okay, I'll do it. And the next thing you know, she's murdered.
Yeah, exactly.
This show it's infuriating in that way, but it's well done.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, interesting.
Yeah. I have a feeling the remaining 20 episodes or whatever we have are going to be messy. Probably. We'll catch you next week, guys. See ya.